what it's on.
Is it worth giving a little shot? I mean, decent
Yeah,
movie?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Just, for what it was. Let's see, what is it on? Probably not on anything because it says Hulu Premium subscription.
Oh, interesting.
Sling TV Premium subscription.
Sling. Dude, why did they pick that name? It makes me think of a dick, like slinging dick or some shit, right? Are you slinging dick?
Sling. Magic Mike 1 and 2. Well, after the hiatus, we're back for another edition of the Panana Street Podcast family. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Lewin, what is up, dude?
Haywood!
It has been a while, dude.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I let you record. Let me see. Got everything working?
I think so.
How are you, buddy?
Not bad. How you
Squeakers is
doing?
over there. Oh, how's Squeakers doing?
Squeaky!
How was your 2 weeks, man? How was the family? Family over.
Not bad.
Steph's family, right?
Yeah, her parents.
Nice. Anything fun? Do any? I mean, were you out and about?
A little bit. Her sister didn't really want him out and about too much because the baby, doesn't have all of its vaccines yet. So,
Oh, I forgot. The whole main visit is to see the baby.
yeah. You gotta see the baby.
What baby? What baby? You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Do you know which one I was talking about?
No. Which one are you talking about?
I was talking about Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. What happened to Seinfeld?
Then you gotta come see the baby.
Oh, okay. Who was saying that? To Seinfeld?
To Elaine, like Elaine's friend or something.
Oh, okay. It's funny you mentioned that because I think of D'Angelo Vickers and he's like, that baby, it could be on the cover of a baby I don't give a crap about. The baby I was talking about was 2 weeks notice with Hugh Grant, the huge Grant, and what's her name? While You're Sleeping Girl. What's her name?
Speed.
Speed Girl. What the fuck?
The girl next door kind of chick.
We're
Sandra
movie
Bullock.
guys. There you go, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
They were interviewing like a rather large black lady, and then he's like, "Congratulations on the baby." And he's like, "What baby? What baby?
What baby?"
That always sticks with me. Yeah. So, awesome. How was it seeing the parents then?
It was good. I mean, we
How long has it been for Steph?
Same as me. So
The pool time when I saw you.
Yeah, that trip. So like a year and a half.
Wow.
COVID, right?
Yeah. Speaking of family, well, I got my vaccine recently.
Nice.
I got the sore arm. Oh.
So your first dose?
Mm-hmm. And then
How cute.
the cute. And then I got a little fatigue.
Oh, for real? You felt it on the first dose?
Well, I don't know if it was Friday, but I was yawning a lot. I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm fucking tired," and it seemed more than usual for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Wow." I'm wondering what the second one's gonna be like.
Dude, man, I got my second one like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
That shit knocked me on my ass, man.
Like you just wanted to be in bed.
Well, I got it at like 10 in the morning on May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
This is after her parents got here, and I was fine all day. Like we went up to North Shore because there was a baby shower, and I was fine. And then around
how is it, by the way? Because last time there was like a flood that we were talking about.
Yeah, look, I mean, it looks normal to me. I didn't
good.
see any crazy damage or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was fine all day. And then we drove them back to their hotel. Well, they had their own car, and we got home at about 10 because they were staying in Waikiki. But then we get a call from them saying the dad said he dropped the keys and he couldn't find them.
Oh,
and he thought they were like wedged in the carpet of the car or something. So they looked for it and they couldn't find them. You know, they're a little older.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? It's 10 o'clock. We just got home. I just sat down on the couch. But I was like, all right, let's go down there.
Yeah.
So
you probably like opened up the beer and you're just
yeah, I was ready to relax, man, because we were out all day.
Yeah.
And then got there and the fucking key was it was under the seat. But it's dark and there.
How long did it take for you to get there?
Well, like I first, because there was like, he like pulled up a little part of the carpet and he's like, I think it's wedged in there. And I'm like reaching my hand in and I couldn't get anything. I didn't feel anything. So I was like, So I turned on the light on my phone, looked down, and it was fucking under the seat. On top of like
here
the
it
mechanism.
is, George.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. But
Steve.
George.
Like, hey Steve, I found it.
Do you mind if I go home now? I'll see you later.
But then, since we were out there, we went to Yard House with them to have dinner. But then after dinner, on the way home is when it started kicking in, like around midnight. And then I got home and I was just like, I rinsed off real quick and then fucking went to bed because I was feeling super shitty.
Probably didn't help you had alcohol in you. Right? I mean,
yeah.
I assumed it's Yard House. Why would you not have a boot or whatever you get?
No,
right?
I just had a pint, but still.
If you're gonna like go to Yard House, I'm like, you better have a drink.
I didn't drink enough water, and they say you're supposed to drink water, right?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was feeling super shitty. Had the chills, cold sweats. Woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. Like didn't sleep well. Went back to bed. I felt like shit like all the next day.
Was the next day a work day?
The next day was Sunday, but we had planned to hike Diamond Head and go on a catamaran and do all kinds of stuff.
So you had to tell them sorry. Oh
no, I still went.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, during the hike I was feeling kind of shitty, but as the day went on, I started to feel better.
You would think if you did a little exercise, it kind of help speed up everything.
Yeah, I think
your
so.
Immune system and just your body.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like much better after the hike.
Nice.
As soon as that CDC announcement came out today, I was fucking walking around without a mask. Like,
oh, what did they say?
Yeah.
No masks.
Fully vaccinated people don't need to wear masks in most situations, indoors and outdoors. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've been doing it like as a rebel the whole time, but it's good to know that.
But now
I'm a part of the alliance.
Yeah. I'm like, man, all right, 2 weeks is still 2 days away, but I'm pretty much 2 weeks since my second shot.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, but I think the only situations where they still say vaccinated people should wear a mask is public transportation,
stores and whatnot.
Stores that require it, any places that require it, and healthcare. But other than that, man.
So what's up with concerts? Are we gonna have concerts with masks and stuff, or when are they bringing that back? Probably
because we got some tickets to see Hannibal Buress next month.
Sweet.
And yeah, they require masks, except when you're at your seat. So when you're at your seat, you don't have to wear a mask.
Oh, it's a seating. It's not.
Yeah,
where's it at?
It's at a Blue Note in Waikiki.
Oh, sweet.
So it's set up more like a bar lounge. So there's tables and stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll have it separated where your party is separated from other parties with plexiglass or something.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're gonna do like concerts and stuff, but like where you're just standing, right? Where the band is playing and everyone's like, yeah.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah. And if they are, they're especially gonna limit the people for now. or something.
Yeah,
they're not going to make it full capacity yet.
It's kind of we'll see, because I had these tickets to see Hall and Oates.
Oh, cool.
At the Blaisdell. Like, the concert was originally supposed to be March 2020, but then it got pushed to.
So instead of canceling the tickets, they're just like, hey, we
they
got
kept
you
pushing
just a
it.
little later.
They kept pushing it, because then it was March 2020, pushed back to, I think, November 2020, then pushed back again to April 2021.
Let's keep your
So
money. Just hold on there.
After they pushed it to November 20 or to April 2021, I was like, I want a refund. So I got a refund.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know, we were at the house listening to music, and I'm like,
I want to go again.
yeah. So I bought new tickets. But
and the price was more?
No, the price was the same.
Oh,
but then
wow.
I spent more to get better tickets.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Because originally we were up in the upper section, but I spent more to be like down on the floor.
Blaisdell?
Yeah, Blaisdell.
Sweet.
So it's supposed to be in November, so we'll see. And it doesn't seem like they're like restricting like seating. Like, it looks like the regular seating. So
Yeah. Speaking of seating, not that I am gonna go on a flight or anything anytime soon, but I found out that, you know, when you buy plane tickets, you don't choose your seats. You have to pay to choose where you want to sit.
with which airline? Like all airlines?
United, at least.
Oh, is that new?
That's, you know, I understand they're bleeding how many this whole time during the pandemic, and they need to make extra money. I get it. Also, they lost out on the business class. All the people traveling for business now they can just do Zoom calls. They don't have that money coming in as well. So you have to pay like $80 more if you want to choose where you want to sit.
I feel like certain airlines were already doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I can't remember which airlines, because I feel like I've booked flights where I had to pay extra to pick my seats in the past.
I've never done that before. That's a new thing for me.
Yeah.
And you can't bring a carry-on, or you can, but it's extra. It's not that free side thing. You can still have a backpack as long as it fits underneath
your seat,
the chair. Yeah. But anything that's up on the top, you know, your macadamia chocolate nuts that you want to bring to everyone.
Fucking United.
You can't blame them though. It's like
I blame them.
you blame.
Fuck them, man.
You gotta make money somehow, right? Keep it afloat. Pay all your attendees. That I'm wondering if they'll still give us free soda and shit. You know,
probably not, man.
Like
They're gonna charge you
sodas
for everything.
for $10. Anyone?
Yeah.
Sodas. Pack of nuts.
Pack of nuts.
Pack of nuts. Yeah. So, anything going on in Hawaii I should know about?
Crime, I guess.
Crime again.
Well, there was one crime in particular that was pretty like shocking.
Caught your attention, huh?
Yeah, it happened I think a day or two ago. Like in the early morning, like right outside of downtown, somebody like lit a homeless man on fire.
Like he was just sleeping.
Yeah.
And put
like
gasoline on him.
Something on him and fucking lit him up, man. It's fucked up, man.
Dude.
Like, how fucked up do you have to be to try to burn somebody like that?
That sounds
just
like
random.
something. That sounds like something you'd want to do to show off to your gangster friends, kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Like a gang initiation or something.
There was a kid I knew. I'm not gonna say his name. Let's say his name was Clenver. Clenver. He was a good kid.
Is that a real name?
No, but it rhymes with that name. But I'm not gonna say who it is.
Denver?
No, I'm not saying who it is. Okay, Clenver. He was a good kid when I remember him.
name is Clenver.
It's a fake name.
I know.
I had to come up like this, man.
I'm sorry.
Clenver. Anyway.
I'm over here trying to figure out who you're talking about.
You don't know him.
Oh, okay.
He was a church boy like me, right?
Okay.
And I guess I think he had a single mom kind of thing. Didn't have a father figure in his life. And
sounds like a weak excuse.
Because you turned out all right. Anyways, he seemed like a good kid, and then I guess around high school time I saw him again, and this is when I was like breakdancing, and we had like the convention center or Pahu. That's where all the breakdancing was, and then I ran into him.
Philcom?
Yeah, Philcom, and I remember seeing the people he was with, just a bunch of boys up to no good, you know.
Fell in with the wrong crowd.
Started making trouble in the neighborhood, and they mentioned that they beat up like this homeless guy or something,
geez.
and they were laughing about it, like, oh yeah, we beat up this homeless guy or kicked him when he was sleeping, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? What happened to you? Like, I felt really bad. Not for the homeless guy, but also the path that he took.
Yeah, just like...
I saw him when he was an innocent kid. And then he just was with the wrong crowd, or... I don't know. He had some demons he had to get out. But I don't know what he's doing now, but...
Damn.
Clenver, I hope you're doing all right. I hope that homeless guy's all right.
Yeah, Clenver, you need to repent, man, because that's some fucked up shit, dude.
So yeah, that's one thing I want to talk about. Like, I feel like half of who you become is environment, but it can also be like your choosing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I mean, fuck, man. If I would have hanged out with different high school friends, I think I would have been up to a lot of trouble. I think we had, you know, some fiascos.
Yeah, there was some sketchy shit that went down.
But we were decent kids, you know?
Yeah, we didn't go too far.
I think the most we did was like jaywalk, and your mom found out. Miguel, what are you doing jaywalking? I remember that one.
Jaywalking? We got in trouble for jaywalking?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, I remember because I remember my dad was laughing about it. That
where were we jaywalking? Across Makakilo Drive or something?
The archery range, like that, by around there. It was across the street from the Kapolei houses. We were just walking to like Jack in the Box or something. We'd go on that main street. And yeah.
I don't really remember that.
But I just remember the jaywalking thing getting busted. Huh. But other than that, I didn't really get busted because we never got caught neither.
Yeah,
Prison Mike. But do you have any stories of anyone that you remember growing up just like, wow, I can't believe how much this person has changed?
Well, just like, I don't know, seeing some of the things that people were getting into. I don't want to get into specific stories, but
right.
Yeah, just certain things that I'm like, man, I need to back away and just kind of separate myself from what's happening here.
Like drug related?
No, like just general
like
bad citizenship.
breaking glasses and stealing shit.
Doing bad shit as teenagers.
Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah. I know, Miguel. We had to edit some shit out last time.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
You don't want to stain the Lewin image.
No.
I get it. Yeah. It is pretty interesting to us that we grew up in the same environment, but one led me to move out and you stayed there. And it's kind of fun to see how our lives have grown into. And yeah. And we're still in contact with each other. And yeah.
Yeah. More Hawaii news and kind of airline news. So Southwest Airline announced that they're expanding their services to Hawaii. So right now they have like 16 daily flights, and they want to expand it to like 37.
Wow.
And doing more direct flights from the mainland to like multiple islands. So like direct flights to not only Oahu but
Like
Big Island, Maui, Kauai.
Wow,
And
that's a great enterprise, I think.
Yeah, they're kind of like expanding more than Hawaiian Airlines. So Hawaiian Airlines better wake up and
I can see them getting merged or like just taken over. Keep the name. I think it's a great name, Hawaiian Airlines.
yeah.
But like just bought by another company. Just like how someone
You
bought
think so?
CVS bought Longs and they just kept it Longs. I could see that.
I mean, I feel like Hawaiian is pretty big, but it's just like Southwest has come in and kind of,
well, how do you think they're doing because of the whole pandemic?
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to do.
Aloha's gone, right?
Yeah, Aloha's like long gone.
Yeah.
I think they're doing all right. I mean, they laid off a good amount of people at the height of the shutdowns. But there's a lot of fucking tourists here right now, so they're flying here somehow.
Yeah. And I can just see just like Big Island and the other islands, just like so much more tourism going that way and
Well, yeah,
a lot of more expansion going on.
Yeah, with expanded services and I don't know. I guess people still just come, right?
Yeah.
And the internet and secret spots aren't so secret anymore. So I think it like just expands it, and people don't like just come to Oahu. They want to go and check out the other islands.
Yeah. Yeah. Once someone Instagrams something, it's never secret anymore.
It's blown up, baby.
Or if someone like, well, it was Anthony Bourdain, goes to your restaurant, it's like, oh, everyone wants to go there and eat there. And yeah. Do you have any secret spots that you discovered, or do you feel like it's very touristy?
Man, there's like hardly any secret spots left on the island. Like almost every beach is just freaking
desecrated.
super busy, man. Super busy.
Yeah.
Like even on the hike, it was like, because right now there's no foreign tourists, it's just American tourists. I'm like, wow, I never really realized how much of a contrast it is to have just American tourists versus having international tourists.
Yeah, and they're so easy to spot by your pale skins.
Pale skins.
You whiteys.
Just the way they dress and yeah.
Oh yeah, like the very vibrant blues, or you got the
and
the
ethnicities. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell the tourists super easy.
You got the floaters on the arms. Not just the kids. Yeah. So how's Waikiki like? Just madness right now? Just
oh yeah, super packed, man. Super packed.
Do you feel like it's more than ever just because of we're finally doing it, like everyone could just come,
I wouldn't say more than ever, but it's definitely a contrast because dude, when nobody was here and fucking Waikiki was super empty, and now it's like almost back to normal.
It's interesting, right, when you look back and just remember.
Yeah, remember.
Like for me, when I saw the city, like, why it's
just
a
deserted,
ghost town, man.
Yeah, it's eerie.
And then when we got locked down and we went home, like all the cars that are on the side of the roads was just like, whoa, everyone's home.
Everybody's home, man.
And then when me and Janice went to the park, it was just me and her. Like no one was out. Like
it's like
we were the brave few that was like, dude, we can't just be in here. We need like fresh air. And
it's like the apocalypse, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. So I told you that I took a little fasting off social media for a while. And before I left, I was noticing the subtle push that Facebook does, and it's with people being vaccinated.
Oh,
you know how
man.
you know how when you see your Facebook, it's like, oh, you see someone getting married or someone getting engaged, and then it's like on the top of your list, and you never talk to these people, but some reason now you see them on your feed. It's being pushed.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, like there'd be people I haven't even talked to in a long time, or I totally forgot existed in my life, and then I'm like, oh, you're getting married? Like, it's like on the top.
Is that just because you think you notice it, like an RAS?
No, I
thing?
feel like they push it. Cause you ever notice like you got more likes on those type of posts?
No,
I feel like just a shit ton of likes on them.
Well, I guess on Facebook. You said Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm talking about Facebook in general.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I never noticed it with Instagram. Yeah, I guess Facebook.
Yeah, but I noticed it with like anyone mentioning vaccine or take a picture with their sticker and stuff, that I'm constantly seeing it like more and more, and it's always on the top of my Facebook feed. I was just like, man, this is their subtle way of getting more people engaged to get vaccinated.
Like people you know?
Yeah. It's not like random people. It's just like,
dude, I can't say that I've seen the same thing.
yeah, maybe
I've seen like ads, like ads, like Kaiser ads talking about the vaccine, but I don't think I really noticed.
It's like people from Hawaii I don't really like notice on my page usually, and then now they're on my page all of a sudden, like because they mentioned vaccine and showed their arm or some shit. I just thought that was interesting because they're one of the advocates to get the vaccine, just like how Instagram, when you want to put a sticker like, hey, vaccine, or it was Black Lives Matter for the longest, they're trying to push their justice agenda on you. Yeah, their agenda.
Fucking agendas.
And I just kind of noticed that subtle nudge. That's what it is, right? The subtle nudge.
Not so subtle.
Not for me, man. I noticed this shit. Yeah. Did you know that Meet Kevin? He was he's trying to run for governor.
Meet Kevin. Oh, the financial guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It's like, whoa, where did this come from? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I mean, he has a good following for that, but can you beat like a Caitlyn Jenner, like someone who has like the mass,
more of a household name? Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if he's gonna be running for an actual party, if he's gonna just do it independent. But I just thought that was interesting. Like, can you beat someone well known right now? I mean, you're pretty good known in the YouTubes, right? But does everyone in California know who you are?
Yeah, like the average Joe's not going to know who he is.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool that he's trying, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Meet Kevin for governor.
He was like, oh, if you vote for me. I forgot what he said. But he's like, oh, I would totally vlog the whole experience of running and shit like that. Of course, for the views, right? Gotta get that view money.
It's all about the views.
Yeah. So, anything going on in the world? Inside Edition?
Not really Inside Edition per se.
More Hawaii news?
No, not Hawaii news. Like national news.
Cool.
I guess like 120 retired generals and admirals like signed an open letter to Biden.
Oh, complaining or pleading?
Yeah. Well, like asserting that they don't think he's mentally fit to be president.
Wow. That's a bold statement. I mean, were they keeping that under the wraps? Like, you must have been talking about it for a while to get 120 people.
Yeah, that many of them. Well, not only that, but then they're like, they asserted that the whole like election fraud thing. So it's crazy that many retired military ranking people are coming in and saying stuff.
Do you think this is just the catalyst to get the ball started for
Well, I don't know, because apparently
Harris to take over? Like,
oh, man, it's possible.
Sometimes I'm always like, man, there's strings being played.
Yeah, it's possible, because I feel like even Congress, or was it Congress, or the House or the Senate, like raised questions on what the procedure is with our nuclear weapons. Mm-hmm. Like whether Biden was the one holding the keys to the nuclear football or not. So just, yeah, a lot of questioning of his competence.
I mean, I showed you that one video where he's talking about like children or something. I think I showed you.
The pool or whatever.
I've touched the pool. Like, what the hell is he saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where you're just like, man, he's a very old man.
Yeah, because what are we, like 4 months into his presidency?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know if he's going to last another...
I say deal with the student loan thing, and then you can do whatever with
You think they're going to do that? You think they're going to do it? I don't.
At least 10,000, man.
I could have sworn, like, I read something that he wasn't going to do it after all.
Really?
Yeah, because wasn't that one of his platforms?
I don't know, man. I think he has the ability to, but it's more like a lot of people telling him the impacts that could have, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. But apparently, I guess there was a similar thing from, I guess, a different group of generals and admirals saying the same kind of thing about Trump. So I guess it goes both ways.
It's probably the same people. Sign me up, man.
Like,
I'll be a part of those generals.
We want to do a military coup and have the military take over. That's probably what they want.
Well, talking about the strings, Elon is very much string pulley right now to me.
Oh, yeah, with the fucking...
Because, like, it's kind of like market manipulation when if you can send out a tweet or, like, change your views on things and then the whole fucking market goes down because of what you said. That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I know that, I don't know how much you were keeping up with him being on SNL last weekend.
I heard it was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Well, about Doge-related things, at least.
Well, yeah, because there was a lot of teases with Dogecoin. And
that's what everyone was wanting.
Yeah, people were speculating on,
there's,
better buy Dogecoin.
There's people signing autographs with Elon. And
yeah.
What are you gonna talk about? Dogecoin?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that video too.
Yeah.
But then, because there was also the controversy with like cast members not happy with him hosting. Yeah, I don't know if you heard anything about that.
Well,
I don't know. I was very surprised.
Even know who's the cast people now. I don't even watch it anymore.
I don't know. So it didn't surprise you, dude? It totally surprised me. I was like, "What's the big deal?"
Why? Surprised me about what?
But the cast members not happy with him hosting.
Oh, I guess because I don't care too much about SNL these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise you that they would make a big deal about it?
Well, people make big deals about everything, but
I don't know. It really surprised me when I heard about it. I was like, I thought, just because he's super rich, you don't like him?
I don't know, man. I mean, it is hard to communicate with him sometimes.
Well,
like, let's say like he was talking to Joe Rogan and he's like, well, I think this, and then Joe Rogan's like laughing and he's like, I'm serious, like.
Yeah.
But you don't know if he's like joking or if he's being a serious guy. Just it's really hard sometimes.
On his monologue, he just came out and told everybody that he has Asperger's.
And then there was a laugh track, not a laugh track, but people laughed when they said that.
I guess, but I don't think he was joking. I think he's serious, and it makes sense. Like, definitely makes sense.
What does that mean again?
Like, he's slightly autistic.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, I could see that.
I listened to his book. It's a pretty interesting life. I mean, he didn't really have a good relationship with his like father and stuff like that, but you could always tell that they said he was a know-it-all kid, and it kind of sucked, right? Because like he was so intelligent.
Yeah.
But when you're at that age, and then you're just like,
kids don't like
actually,
that, man.
The real equation is this. Even the teachers, right? Like, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
But what can you do? You're so smart. Like, you know, that's one of the things I hate is like when, well, for me, I love nutrition and health and stuff. But when I see like family members like not taking care of themselves, I'm just like, I just gotta be quiet because it's none of my business. And I don't want to be that, well, technically, this has sugar and shit like that. I don't want to be that bitch, you know, who's constantly like nagging that you're not eating healthy and shit.
Man,
that pizza's not good for you.
Fuck you, man.
Processed foods. Get that shit out of here. So you gotta learn how to just keep your mouth shut. But he has a hard time doing that.
yeah. And it's because he's on the spectrum.
Yeah, definitely.
But then, like, kind of what you were saying, like, even now Tesla's backtracking on accepting Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah, because he was talking about the processing power, right?
Yeah,
and how... I think my dad texted me something because he's, following up on it, but mining that...
Yeah, all like the energy that goes into the blockchain and...
can equal like 75,000 hours of YouTube watch, like something equivalent to that.
Yeah, so it's crazy processing power. Like that's why, like it takes a lot of power to mine Bitcoin. Yeah. Like people that were trying to do it in their house and shit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. But isn't that the same with all these cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, it is.
So
but also they were saying like, this is bringing up a good question. Like, how come no one ever questioned like how much processing power does the normal fiat stuff, the stock market? Isn't there like microtransactions happening in between shit?
Yeah, dude.
That is going on. Like,
so it's got to be the same
no one
shit.
questioned that, but I feel like he brought up a good conversation starter to get people questioning what really takes up a lot of energy in this world. Because it can't just be Bitcoin.
Dude, I think it's everything that isn't natural.
Yeah.
Is taking up a lot of energy.
How much YouTube videos
making this hydro flask. Us on the computer using the internet.
Streaming. How much streaming is going on? How much YouTube videos are posted every day, uploaded.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I think I feel like he is just puppeting. Like, I don't know.
Well, what's he trying to do?
What do you think?
You think he's trying to crash Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies? But didn't he buy a bunch of it?
Yeah. But when you turn your back, like, I don't know.
Can you short Bitcoin like you short stocks?
I think you probably can. I'm sure someone set up something. Because you can stake your coins now. Which means, like, if you had like 3,000 in Ethereum or something, they can give you 6% APR interest rate or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just getting 6% off the stuff you have. So I'm sure people can short, and you're gonna start doing that pretty soon.
Yeah, that might be what he's up to, man.
You ever think like there's these billionaires that just like, hey, let's just have fun and like put a whole lot of money in here to bump it up to get other people to put their money, just take it all out just whenever they want. You know?
Could be, dude. Yeah, man. I look at all these, with the cryptos and stocks and stuff, and it's like, if I only bought it back in 2018, how much money I would have right now.
yeah, definitely. I do that too. I mean, shit. Okay, I have Ethereum. I bought like $200 of it, but my Ethereum got up to like $800. And I'm just like, holy shit. Imagine if I put $1,000, like how much more I'd have in there, right?
You can play that game all day.
But I'm a hodler, man. Like, so I don't want to take it out.
Yeah, so now it's like, it's not realized gains because you're holding it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh.
But it's nice to see a high number. But then it goes down. You're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, when is a good time to sell? Never.
Like right now, I'm buying the dip. I'm buying because Tesla's like
back down to where it was when you were first telling me.
Yeah, like 570 right now. I was like, oh, I gotta buy a little, or I'm gonna regret.
Like, too bad I ain't got no money right now.
So, but okay, this is what happened. I think Tuesday it was like 620. Like, ooh, okay, all right, I'll put some in there. It hasn't been this low for a while. Then it went to like 600. I was like, god damn. All right, I'll wait. I'm not gonna buy anything. But now it's like 580. So I'm just like, whoa, I want to put a little bit more.
Yeah,
because you never know. But tomorrow could just be more bleeding.
Could be. It's been bleeding. All week?
Yeah.
From last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything's been red.
Whenever you see like, oh, how much like money have you gained? Like before, I was like, oh man, you gained like $1,000 more. But now it's just like, you gained about $50. Like it's nothing right now.
You're back down to earth.
Yeah. But I feel like we haven't gone where we just see it get really, really low. I don't know.
No. Yeah. Overall, all of the stocks that I'm holding right now are green.
Yeah. So
my dailies are red, but overall, I'm still in the green.
Let's see how good your diamond hands are when it's really, really low, and then everyone is backing out. And
no, that's the wrong thing to do, though.
But when you see everyone doing that, like, are you gonna have diamond hands and just keep going?
You just gotta be prepared to lose it all, man. Because if you sell, you're gonna realize that loss. You can't be doing that. It's gonna fucking go back up.
Yeah. Oh, you don't tell me. I
know.
You gotta tell him. You tell him.
I'm telling him now. Hey,
you go talk to him.
Listening. Don't fucking sell your stocks, man. You're going to realize those losses.
Talk to Thanos, man. You go talk to him.
Don't do that stuff, man. You got to just stay strong.
Yeah. I started watching this Jupiter Legacy.
Oh, that superhero on Netflix?
We just watched like 3 episodes, but it was pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
The first episode, like, oh, okay, what is this? Like, the beginning parts was like cheesy, but at the end of the episode I was like, all right, you hooked me in. They hooked me in on that first episode.
Dude, I saw the trailer and I was like, man, I think I got superhero fatigue. I'm kind of tired of all the superhero
I thought so too, because I didn't even get to tell you I watched like all the X-Men and over the week, because we just binged the shit out of it and ended it with Logan, which it's a good one.
Wait, so you watched like every X-Men from the
first except 3, because X-Men 3 isn't on anything, and I didn't want to pay $3.99 for a crap ass movie. Because I'm sorry, it's
the Last Stand.
It's the worst one, right? To me, it's the worst one of the group. But anyways, we were kind of like, oh well, I think we even watched New Mutants. No. I did not like that, dude. That was a fucking piece of shit.
Dude, do you get what I was talking about with the Queen's Gambit chick with the sword?
Dude, she's fucking irritating in this one. Oh, I'm a Russian girl. Oh, shut up, man. I don't get her power at all.
I don't get it either.
Anyways, back to the thing. Like, we exhausted all the superhero movies because we watched all the Marvels as well, right?
Yeah.
So we're just like, all right. We were watching Money Explained on Netflix. That's a pretty good one, man.
Yeah.
I recommend it because I know you're into finance and stuff. I would, because they have like a credit card episode, student loan, retirement episode, and my favorite was gambling, because I have family members that gamble, and I'm just like, oh my god, seeing how bad it is. But after we watched that, we're just like, oh, this is the #1 show, people must like it, right? Since it's number one.
So hot right now.
It's so handsome. I tend to do that. I'm not lying. If I see something's number one and I don't know what to watch, I'll be like, all right.
You give it a chance.
If they think it's good. I mean, that's why I did Last Dance, right? It was like, oh, it's fucking number one right now. I'll watch some Last Dance. You know?
That's good. You give things a chance.
But I was like, because it looked cheesy from the...
Yeah, it looks super fucking cheesy.
From the
That's why I was
cover.
like,
But dude, they come up... Some of the shit they were talking about was really good. Like, they talked about their ethics. Like, they're superheroes, but they can't get involved in politics. Like, they lived so long, they could have, like, stopped, like, World War by just killing off this person. Or they could have got rid of the nukes. Like, they could have done all this, but their code is like, hey, we don't get involved. We help out, but we don't tip the scale or anything like that. And it's a fun drama. I like it. I didn't think I was, but pretty interesting. Recommend it.
You gotta watch The Boys, bro.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah, definitely watch it. That's one on my list too. Yeah. But yeah. Hey, do you mind if I use the bathroom real quick? I got a lot of water in me.
I gotta go too.
Oh, cool. It's a little hot in here.
Yeah.
I had to turn on the fan. My ears are already sweaty, man. Jeez. Nice. Man, Mochi's getting big over here.
Yeah, big boy. Squirmy big boy. Right.
Color's looking really nice. I wrote down a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff too, dude.
So I'm just gonna go on the first thing I wrote. It was when I was watching X-Men. X-Men 1, they complained that the suits were too tight in the behind the scenes. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I think I heard that, yeah.
And then they couldn't even jump over like this ledge because of how tight the suits were. And I just remember seeing that. And I was laughing when Wolverine screams. And it was actually a Mystique. Do you remember that?
Not really.
Mystique had her fake claws. And then,
okay.
And then the claws broken.
Yeah.
His face was
I
like...
do remember that. yeah.
It fucking made me laugh. Maybe I can find it or something.
Oh, jeez.
And the line that cracked me up when I heard it was, do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Same thing that happens to everything else.
That was the most stupidest fucking line ever.
Fucking cheesy ass shit.
Do you know who that toad guy, the actor is?
Dude, he looked like Seth Green to me.
Do you know what famous role he did in Star Wars? He was
Which
in
Star Wars?
That would give it away. So I guess you can't...
Oh, Darth Maul?
Yeah, he was Darth Maul. He looked really cool at Darth Maul. He looked like an idiot. And Sabretooth too, man. He was a little weird. Oh, and I had a beef about Wolverine not falling off the Statue of Liberty. There's a scene where Sabretooth threw him off, and he used his claws to like claw around the Statue of Liberty's like thing.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's fucking bullshit. That thing would have just ripped through it, and then you would have just went bye-bye.
Yeah.
I was a little peeved by that, but hey, it's a movie, you know?
It's the year 2000, man. What do you want from them?
Yeah.
I remember watching that in the theater for your birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Which
That's
theater?
Copley Theater. This is like the third or fourth time I've said this.
How many birthdays? Because, man... Signs. You remember Signs? Because that was in Dave and Buster's.
That was when we went to Ward. Yeah.
What else birthday movies do you remember?
I think those are the only two.
What about your birthdays? Did we do any theaters for you?
I think we just had sleepovers and that kind of shit.
Sleepovers work, man. Best times. That was my thing, right? Go to a movie with the boys.
With
and
the
watch
boys.
The thing. All right. The next movie.
So we're getting into movies?
Well, this is just what's on my list.
Oh,
If Unless you want to get something on your list, we can change it.
Since you already started saying it.
All right.
The next movie?
I'll let you get the next one. Janice's mom was hanging out with us, and we needed like... Why? Sicko.
I don't know, because we talked about it last time.
So random.
Janice's mom wanted to watch Magic
Mike. That's too hot to handle. It's too hot.
She went and watched it on her own.
Anyways, we just needed like just a simple movie to like put on, because she's the type of mom that she'll watch for like 20 minutes and then she'll get up and like do dishes and chores and like, well, it's like, all right, we just put this movie on so we can watch together. But if you gotta do she needs to keep busy. That's what's up. She doesn't like to sit still. She needs to fucking do something. So we put Cheaper by the Dozen on. a movie I wouldn't normally watch.
No.
I watched it once before.
Yeah, I think I've seen it a few times back in the day.
I mean, I like Steve Martin, but I'm more of a bring down the house, what is that one with Queen Latifah?
Yeah, Bringing Down the House.
I remember liking that as a kid. Cheaper by the Dozen, it was interesting because it felt like a blast of our childhood. The music that they played was Simple Plan. And I'm just a kid.
Oh, man.
And I think about like high school days, right? Or whatever. And the clothing reminded me of how like we thought we were so gangster. And
yeah, it's funny looking back and watching that stuff now. Because at the time, it was like, that was with it. And now,
I mean, it was super exaggerated, but at the same time, it wasn't. Like, we kind of dressed like that. Yeah. Like, the visor that I would wear backwards.
Man. Yeah.
And I had
upside down. Backwards and upside down.
Backwards, upside down. I would try everything with that. Because there's these bully kids. And I was like, holy shit, that looked like how I used to look like. But I wasn't a bully or anything.
But that was the way that kids dressed back then.
Yeah. That Smallville actor was in there.
Tom Welling, yep.
Ashton Kutcher was in there. He was kind of a douchebag kid guy. Lizzie Mcguire was in there.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was at their prime of like, because Ashton
back
was
then,
MTV.
They were the hot commodities punk. Back then.
Yeah. Punk kid and whatever.
70s show.
There was one actor that was like, whoa, you have this really small role and you look very different. And it was the Jurassic Park computer guy, guy from Seinfeld, that Newman guy. He was in there. Yeah.
You didn't say the magic word.
He was super skinny.
Please, God damn it.
He was hella skinny, and I was like, holy crap. I did not know you lost weight.
Oh, yeah. Back then, he like lost a ton of weight.
Like, good for him, man. But at that time, maybe he couldn't play the fat guy anymore. So maybe he couldn't get as much roles as he could because of the weight loss.
Possibly. Yeah, he lost his niche.
Yeah. It's funny that you have to go through a transition. Like, what if... Who is it? Maniac guy. Maniac movie. Not Pineapple. Superbad.
Do you not know his name?
Seth. I keep saying Seth Rogen. You did this already.
Jonah Hill.
I even watched that Jonah Hill video with you where everyone was so mean to him.
Yeah.
My bad. He just has one of those names I keep thinking it's Seth.
Oh, Jonah. Because he played Seth in Superbad.
Yeah, there you go. So he probably had a hard time like changing, because of his diet, changing the roles he gets. Because what was he? He was at his fattest during War Dogs. Oh yeah,
he was super big.
He was really big there.
Yeah.
He was semi-big in Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah. I wouldn't say he was like skinny.
No,
But
not skinny. Weird teeth.
what was the 21st Jump Street?
That was skinnier. He was skinnier in 21 Jump Street.
But then Maniac was just like, whoa. I
Super
don't even
skinny.
recognize you, bro.
He looked like a maniac, man.
Yeah. Cool. What you got, sir, on your list?
You bringing up throwback movies actually made me think about a throwback movie that we watched, or like a couple days ago.
We as you and me?
No, Steph and I.
I was like, man, we don't watch movies anymore.
Saving Silverman. Do you remember that movie?
Is it with that guy who, what's his name? Russell Brand. Is that guy in there? No, that's a different movie. Oh, let's get him to the Greek, I think.
Yeah, let's get him to the Greek with Jonah Hill.
He's in there too?
Saving Silverman.
That's Hawaii too, right?
No.
No. What's the one in Hawaii?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
And that's with Russell Brand too.
And Russell Brand is the same character as Get Him to the Greek. No, it has nothing to do with any of that.
There's no Russell Brand.
No Russell Brand.
There's no Hawaii.
Jonah Hill,
No Jonah
no Hawaii.
Saving Silver.
Jason Biggs. Do you remember Jason Biggs? American Pie. Pie fucker.
Okay. Yeah.
And who else was in there? Steve Zahn.
I probably, if I've seen his face. You want to show me a picture?
Sure. I'll just pull up the poster.
Okay.
Saving.
It sounds like I watched it. Like, that's a name.
And Jack Black.
Jack Black. You sure it's not Orange County?
No, it's Saving Silverman.
Is there a record store involved?
No.
That's high fidelity.
This guy, Steve Zahn.
Man. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he was. I remember him most in Friends when he breaks up with Phoebe, and he's like, "Hey, how did you do that?" Anyways, okay. I don't remember much about this movie.
Basically, Jason Biggs starts dating Amanda Peet, but she's like a total nightmare. So then Steve Zahn and Jack Black kidnap her to save him, and they leave a fake letter telling him that she's dead.
What year is this?
2001.
This is very much of the era of those movies. Like, dude, where's my car? American Pie.
Even the fucking poster,
it
right?
looks so much like that.
Dude, but the only reason like we ended up watching this because there's one line from this movie that sticks with me.
Oh yeah.
And it's a Jack Black line, and I to this day I still say it sometimes.
Dude, for something Saving Silverman makes me think, does this have Sarah Silverman in there?
No.
I was like, wait, she's not in here? I'm a mime?
I'm a mime. This is...
Can't believe
to this
I got
day
blown off again. I'm find the right girl.
Dude, you don't want a chick who would fuck a mime.
Dude, what does a mime look like when he's having sex anyway? It's probably like, I'm a mime. I'm a mime.
Hey, mimes don't talk.
They do when they're off duty.
To this day, that fucking sticks
I'm a
with
mime.
me.
You still say
I'm a mime. I'm a mime.
Interesting.
It sticks with me, dude.
It's not a part of my cult house, but
It's stuck with me for 20 years.
it's funny how quotes could do that, right?
Yeah.
And it could be
like,
the most randomest thing in a
super
movie.
random. Yeah, super random because
I
I haven't even seen that movie in a long time.
I got a lot of Back to the Future reference that me and Janice do because we like that. A lot
Yeah,
of
but that's
Office in
understandable.
here.
It's fucking, it's you know.
Yeah, but like
Classic.
obscure things too.
Yeah, that's totally obscure. But I mean, the fact that somebody made a YouTube clip about it, I'm not the only one that it's stuck with.
Yeah, that is so funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, glad you like it.
I was trying to see if if there was something I remember too. Anyways, if you can get the next topic going.
Oh man, I got topics for days. Since we talked about Seth Rogen, did you hear about?
You mean Jonah Hill?
Well, but we kind of talked about Seth Rogen because you kept calling Jonah Hill Seth. Did you hear about Seth Rogen saying that he doesn't see himself working with James Franco anymore?
Whoa.
Because James Franco is on the verge of being canceled.
For doing what?
The same shit. Me Too stuff.
Wait.
Alleged
He's perving out?
Alleged Me Tooing, yeah, allegedly. So now Seth Rogen's like backing away.
Did he have to say that publicly?
I don't know, right?
Because
Like,
to me, if like,
just
I
don't
don't
work with him. Yeah.
like, let's say you and me like was done with the podcast or whatever, I would just walk away. Like, I'm not gonna be like, everyone on whatever social media, I'm not talking to him because of his perviness. Like, do you have to say that?
Yeah, I kind of lost respect for Seth Rogen because I feel like, I feel like he's like just virtue signaling and just kind of like, I don't know.
Well, when you told me that, it sounded very like you're sucking up to the media.
Yeah, definitely. I'm like, Seth Rogen, what the fuck, man?
But also, I guess I don't know like too much of what's going on with the relationship too. Like, there could be a lot of things, closed doors that we don't know about. But the fact that you had to openly talk about that to get headlines, to get Miguel to like say it to me,
talk about it. Yeah, it's
right?
just like, dude, you guys were like such a good pair. But but you don't need to like put out a special announcement telling the world that you don't want to work with James Franco anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of like shitty friend, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with him anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm done.
What else duos are out there that we can think about besides them? Fuck.
Adam Sandler.
And Rob?
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, but Rob...
any people that he does a movie with, because as soon as he does a movie with them, he keeps putting them in his movies.
Yeah. But Rob Schneider, like, I don't know. People, I'm not being an asshole. When I come back from surfing. Not doing an asshole to Rob, but, like, he doesn't have the limelight as much for people to... But actually, if Adam Sandler did say that, I don't want to work with Rob Schneider, I'd probably be like, what the fuck, Adam? Yeah. I think I would. Yeah. Or if it's like Snoop Dogg is like, fuck Dr. Dre, I'm done with him already. Like, whoa.
I forgot about Dre.
That would be the title. Snoop forgot about Dre. Yeah, he would totally have done that. Yeah. Well, Seth, what has been going on with James Franco? Because I don't hear... The
last movie I saw him in was fucking Disaster Artist.
Disaster Artist?
And that was like 4 years ago already.
Like, last time I remember, he was like trying to get an education, but maybe he stopped doing that.
Well, that's the thing. I guess he had opened like an acting school or something, but because of these allegations, that acting school was shut down. I don't know if it was the allegations or COVID. Maybe a combination of both.
And that sucks. Like, allegations are one thing, because it could just be people fucking spreading rumors, just trying to shit on you.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the people that got Me Too'd. Like, were all of these legit allegations? I don't know.
Like, who was dismissed? Was Aziz? His one was dismissed? Anyone else that you know? That was the only one I remember.
I guess so. I guess Chris D'Elia is still kind of going through it.
Yeah.
Brian Callen.
Brian Callen? The Joe Rogan Brian Callen?
Yeah, he got canceled too, man.
Really?
People were accusing him of rape
Fuck me.
because he had a podcast with Brendan Schaub, right?
Yeah.
Fighter and the Kid. But he hasn't been on Fighter and the Kid. Like after that controversy,
So is
they
it just Fighter, or they just stopped the podcast?
No, they still call it the Fighter and the Kid, but they have somebody else in there now
Well, that
with
sucks.
Brendan Schaub. Yeah, it's like, geez, man.
Yeah, that sucks though. Especially if it's just someone just that doesn't like you and they're just spreading rumors.
Yeah,
Because
court
once
of
once
public
someone's
opinion,
like
man.
Miguel's a pervy, and then you see that on Facebook, Miguel's a pervy,
Yeah.
and then people don't even like read why he's a pervy.
Yeah, it's the court of public opinion, dude.
You're just gonna be like, fuck.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, and you're still guilty in the eyes of people.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but Cosby did it.
yeah. He did do it. He's guilty. He's in jail,
That's good.
so that's really guilty. Guilty. Dude, speaking of crimes, I saw this clip of a crime that was in your neck of the woods.
You look up San Leandro crime.
Well, I was looking at the news and San Leandro came up. Like, I guess a 17-year-old and a 11-year-old robbed an 80-year-old man in broad daylight.
Damn. Do you
Just
know
like-
where in San Leandro?
I didn't read too much on it. Looked like a nice neighborhood though. Like it looked residential, I think.
Punk kids around here, man. One
Can't
thing I
trust them.
hate is there's like this little biker gang with these kids. They're like 12 years old. Like, you know the age that we were in when I ran you over with your own bike?
Like bicycles.
Yes.
Like
It's like this
bicycle-
new thing where they all ride. Like, the last time I saw it was like 50 kids. And they
Jesus.
ride on the regular streets. Like, where all the cars
Jesus.
are. And
Yeah.
they're all wheeling.
Take over the road.
They're all wheeling, thinking they're all badass, and I'm just like, you better not scratch my car, man. Like it makes me tense when I see a bunch of fucking little kids like that, because like you're just one little shit, but if there's 50 little shit, I'm fucking outnumbered. Nothing I can fucking do about it,
What are,
man.
what are you gonna do?
I don't know
Stay in your car.
yeah,
Do not get out of your car.
but it was like a little gang, and
Yeah,
I
it
see
sounds
them
like a
once in
little
a
gang.
while, and I don't know if that's like that in Kapolei. Has that been going? I'm Hawaii. Sorry. Do you see
in
like
Salt, in
do you
Salt
see
Lake,
kids
there's
doing
like
that?
there's
Bike-
moped gangs.
Well,
like-
that's even more annoying because
Yeah, it was even worse. Yeah, like big gangs of moped riders. I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck?
and it used to be like bikes. Okay, bike. It's understandable, but you're on the freeway usually. The bikers and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that's always been a tribal thing. Like the old biker gangs, they want to just ride together.
Rad.
But
Let's
now
ride.
the younger kids like want to do that with
Yeah.
bicycles, and then they probably soup up their little bicycles to make it look cool, right? And
How do you soup up a bicycle?
you put colorful rims or some shit
Oh,
like
okay.
that. You know, you probably put that trading card on the
Oh,
back
yeah.
to make the sound.
I remember that. Fucking,
You put a Pokemon card back there.
fucking, what, Sandlot?
Yeah. I honestly didn't grow up watching Sandlot. Janice did. She was a Sandlot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't, that wasn't like a thing for you?
No, just nothing I watched. It wasn't on the TV at the time, or maybe it just didn't pique my interest.
Dude, it was always on like ABC Family and shit.
Doesn't it end with like a dog, and like they're trying to go in the backyard and get the ball?
Yeah, the beast or whatever.
Yeah. That's all I remember. Oh, and there's like a chubby kid that always plays the chubby role.
Yeah,
Isn't he
he's
in it?
he's always the chubby kid.
I remember him in the Mean Greenies or some soccer one.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
With Honey I Shrunk the Kids as the coach. Those movies, man.
Kid movies, man.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see this stuff about the pipeline hack?
Pipeline.
The gas pipeline hack?
No, but I heard there's a gas problem going on. So
Yeah, did you?
yeah, what was,
Well, it was on the East Coast. I guess these Russian hackers hacked the company that was, I guess, controlling the pipeline. So then there was a gas shortage on the East Coast.
yeah.
Like people were going crazy and filling up gas tanks and plastic containers and plastic bags and shit with gas.
Wow. Is there any footage of that?
I didn't see any footage. I just heard stories about it. But yeah, it was just crazy. Because then the company ended up paying the ransom. They paid the $5 million to the hackers.
Fuck. Was it the Russian government or just people from Russia?
No, just people from Russia. Like Putin said that they weren't associated. These hackers aren't working for
Putin's
the
probably
government.
like, good job, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I already know.
You are good Russian citizens.
Take that American money. It was kind of interesting because gas is one of those things where every industry is affected if you don't have gas.
Yeah.
From transportation, from all the
Our
goods,
whole
everything.
infrastructure. Yeah.
So if all these big companies, have to pay more for gas or don't whatever, then the prices go up on everything, and everyone's all screwed. And there goes your inflation.
Yeah, man. The whole fucking system collapses.
Yeah. And then when you have the price up, then you're like, hey, we're actually doing pretty good. People are buying some of our shit. Might as well just keep it that way. There you go.
Yeah, dude. Things never go down. It just keeps going.
Why
up.
would you want to? Yeah. Like, freaking your dollar cheeseburgers, probably not going to be $1 anymore. It'll be $2 cheeseburgers and stuff,
And people are going to want $30 an hour.
Oh, man. What the hell? Then you'll have to boost everything, right?
Yeah, everything. That's fucking inflation right there, man. It feeds into itself.
Fucking inflation, man. I mean, it could be a good thing and a bad thing. We need inflation, right? Or our money will be stale. But
Controlled, man. Keep it controlled.
how do we control it?
Stop printing so much money.
That's the thing, right? We're always getting shitted. We're shitting on them for printing so much. Yeah. All right, man. You have to choose one: adamantium or vibranium. What do you think is stronger? Because I've been watching some X-Men, and it seems like adamantium is indestructible, is what they say, right? But vibranium is also indestructible, but Thanos can destroy it for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
still
Like
strong.
I was just going to say, Steve Rogers' shield was destroyed.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing Wolverine's shit getting destroyed.
Yeah. It's slowly killing him though. I don't know.
Yes.
What do you think, man?
So I guess adamantium.
It's also really, really sharp. I
Is
don't
it
know
just
why.
his claws that are really sharp?
Maybe, but I don't know why. But I'm still about the fingers with the shield catching. Ah, my fingers.
I don't know, man. What's his name? Caught it, no problem.
Yeah, with his normal hand.
Yeah.
This is my strong hand.
He's just a regular guy, man.
My strong hand. There's a quote I don't use every day.
My strong hand. My germs.
That was a stupid movie. I want to watch that with you again, man.
Dude, that'll be our next pod movie companion.
I know, man. We'll watch it in VR. Miguel's trying to grab me like a pervert.
But I'm not a pervert.
So I finally finished that Age of Samurai documentary. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was just really interesting learning how Japan got united together and how it had to be done with bloodshed because of all the warlords that was back then.
Always, man. That's expansion, man.
But man, that I totally recommend it, dude. It was really interesting too because one of the guys who rose up in the ranks, he was like a peasant. and then he became like the fucking prime minister of Japan kind of thing. And after that, you know, what do you do once you conquer all of Japan? Like, he's got an ego. What do you think he's gonna go for? He goes after China. And
So is that the start of Imperial Japan?
And what happened was, the fastest way through China is actually through Korea.
So were they trying to get Korea too?
They're like, he sent a message to Korea. It's like, Korea, please allow us passage through your land so we can take over China or something.
Yeah.
And Korea's like, nah, we're good.
Nah,
and he's like,
man.
what the fuck? How dare you? Then he goes into war with Korea.
Yeah,
and that doesn't even go very well.
Yeah, for Japan.
Yeah. And then that prime minister guy, he kind of like, he started going crazy. And he did not like to hear bad news that's happening in Korea. Because it's been a stalemate. Nothing's going on. Like, both sides are just losing people constantly. So they would feed him lies that, hey, we're winning the battle. So much crazy shit back then, dude.
So when they lost the war, what the fuck? It's like, what? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I thought we were winning all these battles, man.
But, man, whenever they siege, like, the castle and the guy knows, like, oh, fuck, we're done, they always take that short sword.
Oh, shit.
And they go, and they fucking, like, jiggle the intestines and stuff. And I'm just like, damn, man, that is a gruesome way to die. I would not want to die that way. Like, watching it, I was like, I was making all these faces and stuff. I don't know. I guess if we're on the topic of if you had to take your life, Miguel, what would be the way for you if you had to?
I wouldn't.
I would just live forever.
I wouldn't want to get hung. I wouldn't want to jump off a building.
Pills. You think you'd just do pills?
Maybe. That's kind of womanly, though.
That's messed up. So the
I'm
most
just saying.
hardcore way is use the short sword like the Japanese, man. I don't know. I think, all right, if I'm not going the womanly route, what Miguel was saying, I mean, is slitting the wrist too womanly?
Oh, man, I feel like that's fucking
scary
intense,
too.
Fuck.
But then they
Dude,
say...
did you watch
didn't they say
13 Reasons Why?
Don't do this?
No, you gotta
have
do it the long way.
Ah.
Did you watch 13 Reasons Why?
Is that with Ashton Kutcher?
No, that's with...
I'm getting all
What?
Butterfly effect? Butterfly effect.
It was on Netflix. It was like a girl that committed suicide, and then...
The documentary?
No, it was like based on a book.
Oh, okay.
But it showed her committing suicide.
In the Netflix movie.
It was a series.
Oh, and it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like they showed her fucking slitting her wrists in the tub. I was like,
why did
Jesus.
they do tub? Like they do it with warm water or some shit like that?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I think when you slit your wrist, you get cold. When you bleed out, you get cold.
Oh, that does make sense. Because of loss
So I
of
guess, yeah. So then I guess if you're in a hot bath, it makes it easier. I don't know.
Nah, I wouldn't want to go
Dude,
that way.
It was intense though. They like showed it, and I was like, God, I can't believe they're showing this.
No thanks.
It was
Not
fucking-
even a toaster in the bath. Nothing in the bathroom. Please take that out. I don't want to get electrocuted.
Yeah, I guess
But,
pills.
you know, I think about
I guess pills.
Uncle Fester. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
His wife was trying to kill him, and he had like the light bulb.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Fester.
I guess I have to make you choose one or the other, like hot or cold. I think I'd go cold. I would not want to boil. You know what I mean? Like
What do you
fire.
mean?
Fire versus freeze to death.
Oh. You'd go cold?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I don't want my skin to like start.
Sizzle. Jesus. Yeah.
And in the rare chance I survive, like maybe I'll survive when I'm cold, but then I'll look like Deadpool if I go the fire route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking testicle skin.
Would you rather drown or fall from a very high thing? Where I think I might fall because end it quick, right?
Yeah, but fuck, man. The feeling of falling, that's not a good feeling either, dude.
Slow-mo drug.
I think maybe drown, man.
Dude.
Because you just pass out.
Really?
Yeah, I think you just end up passing out.
I know, but you have to go through the that part, and I'm not too excited about that. You know, when the actual
Yeah,
air.
but I'm not excited about falling to my death.
I mean, none of the choices are great. They have to pick one.
I think it's safe to say we're not committing suicide.
It's safe to say.
No suicide hotline for us.
Yeah, we're good. We're just talking. You know. Bring it up.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know flies have personalities?
Well,
change
that's
this to-
great. That's just great because I kill them on sight.
All right, I shouldn't say do flies have personalities. I witnessed a fly the other day, and I was doing the corralling them outside the window,
Yeah.
through the door, like I was telling you I was doing. I know you're yawning. It's okay. Bear with me, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're almost done.
Well, I still got a bunch of topics though, so we're not almost done.
You know, the other day I was trying to corral a fly out the door, and he was just on my windowsill, and I kept going like this, get away, and he's just like, just chilling,
You wanted to be your friend.
just looking at me, and I'm like trying to nudge him. I actually nudged him, and he would
Yeah.
just like, just walk away, and I was like, dear
the
God, you're
fuck?
making this really hard. I could kill you right now if I wanted to, or do my spray or anything.
Maybe he wanted to die.
But
Maybe he was already dying.
that's true. Like he's done flying.
Yeah, he's just sluggish already.
Cause they have like a day span or some shit like that. That's what
Some
they're
shit.
saying. But what I did was I just got a paper towel, I grabbed it, I
Threw
flew
him
the
out.
sucker out there, and closed the door. But
Then he came.
usually when I'm trying to corral flies, they're like
They just
flying at
go.
me. I'm like, come on, motherfucker, you want some of this? Like I'm like in a battle with them,
Yeah, yeah.
and I get really irritated. But this one was just like,
This guy.
what's up? I ain't scared of you.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? I'm already dying.
One thing I don't deal with is like a lot of insects, like cockroaches. There's not much cockroaches here.
That's good.
Is that something you have to deal with in your condo?
Nope.
Nice, man. They
We
can't get up there, up on that.
No, I'm sure they're here, but I don't know. We keep our space pretty clean, so we don't get too many infestations.
How about your old place? What was it like?
Same thing. Our old place was pretty clean, and I think they spray like the building, like around the perimeter. So yeah, I never really had too much problems with bugs.
That's good. Yeah, they can be a pain in the ass sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think like back when I was living in Makakilo, it was more of a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Maka Kilo had some centipedes for me.
Yeah, dude.
I remember I was just on my computer, and then I see one crawling on my screen. I'm like, like I
Jesus.
literally flew off my chair because of how fucking
Yeah.
scary that was.
Yeah.
And not like that. And wasps were like ridiculous too. Like they would, you know, be up on the top of the roof, and it's hard to get at them. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what am I gonna poke a stick at them? Make them come after me?
I don't know.
No, man. All right, what you got on your list?
So, there's this book that I want to read that I saw like a YouTube video about that seems pretty interesting. It's called The Fourth Turning.
Okay.
And it's basically, the whole premise is that I guess history is cyclical, like
Repeats.
80, like, yeah, repeats like in 80-year increments. So like, I guess there's
Which is kind of true.
Yeah, it was interesting the way they laid it out. Like there's four generations that kind of fill like same roles, and like history happens in like 20-year increments.
Is this a history book?
Or
Or is this more like a fictional story, but
No, it's like it's like, yeah, it kind of examines American history. So it was like saying like going back to like the American Revolution, and then the generation that grew up after that was, I can't remember what it was, but basically that was one cycle, and then the next cycle after that, like 80 years after the American Revolution, was World War II, and then like what was it? Hold on, let me pull it up because I can't remember what they termed each portion of the cycle. It's pretty interesting.
oh, cool.
Fourth turning.
I forgot. I just watched like a YouTube video about that too, and they're just talking about like a philosopher. I think it was Marcus Aurelius or something, but he mentioned that there's a lot of events that just repeat. There's a lot of things that just like, we had something like this in the past, which was like a Spanish flu or something like that. Just similar events, and our generation just has to learn how to deal with it again and overcome it and whatnot. So you started reading this?
Well, I'm gonna start reading it because I don't know. It seems really interesting.
Nice.
All right, let's see. How do I make this bigger?
Let's try Control or like Command Plus for you, or Control Plus. Sorry, there we go. It's a little blurry, but it works.
All right, so like, there's like four turnings. You have like a high, an awakening, an unraveling, and a crisis. And then like the different generations of these turnings are either like a nomad or hero, an artist or a prophet. So they were like trying to say that
Kind of like what's his name? The guy that was in the prison. That why am I blanking on his name? The one that always gets Morgan Freeman mixed up with. What? Why am I forgetting his name?
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I think he was like incarcerated for the longest time.
Oh,
Fuck.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Mandela.
Yeah. He was like one of them. Mandela, like, what's that other guy? The Indian one. What's his name?
Gandhi.
Gandhi. Like those type of people.
Similar figures.
Yeah. You could say like
Yeah.
a Bob Marley too,
Yeah.
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That
Yeah.
could be like the high point. So the awakening, it's the same thing? Oh wait.
Well,
Wait, hold on.
kind of. So it's like saying it happens in cycles. Like we had the American Revolution, and then 80 years after that was the Civil War, and then 80 years after that was World War II, and like after World War II, like our first turning was, the baby boom and like times of great prosperity, and then the second turning was, I guess, the 60s with like the counterculture and psychedelics and all that stuff,
Yeah.
like stretching into the 80s, and I guess, capitalism booming. And then I guess the third turning was like when things started to unravel starting in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then like, I guess, economic crashes and wars and the housing collapse, and they're saying like from 2007 to now and up to a certain point where we're in the crisis phase.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we had the pandemic. We had the George Floyd thing that kicked things off and got everyone awakened to, like, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter. And if you notice, like, a lot of things have changed, like, in the media and stuff. Now we're doing, like, the Asian thing going on now.
Yeah. I didn't say, but the 80-year-old guy that was attacked in San Leandro was Asian.
Of course.
But it wasn't like it was an Asian hate crime. It was just they were robbing him.
Yeah. But they could have played, the media could have played it.
They did play it up. They did play it up.
Especially during this Asian Heritage Month where it came all, like, why am I aware of this month all of a sudden now?
I had no idea it was even a thing.
But now I can see, like, this is the latest thing that people are with. But
yeah.
But
we're in the crisis phase right now.
What is our current hero? Our current prophet person right now? Who do you think?
Our generation is somebody from our generation is supposed to be, we're supposed to be heroes.
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone yet?
A particular person?
Yeah.
No, not that I know of.
No one has taken that mantle yet, right?
No.
There's no Gandhi, there's no, Mandela right now for us in our generation.
No.
But there will be.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're in the works. It could be one of us, man. You never know, man. Oh, especially if I die and it sparks something.
Oh, shit.
It's usually death that sparks things, you know. Like, if it wasn't for, I mean, I feel bad about the George Floyd thing, but if whatever didn't happen to him, then it wouldn't have that snowball effect of the outrage and people like.
Yeah, but if it wasn't him, do you think it would have just been somebody else that the movement would have attached themselves to?
Yeah. I think so. Like, what was it, like the Rosa Parks of her age, right? But even like her, didn't they say that was kind of orchestrated?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And there was actually like someone before her, but then she didn't get as much attention. And it was like a younger girl or something.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was from Drunk History. I heard it from. You probably heard it from the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Which is a valid news source or, history source. Why would they have a show without getting their facts right?
Get your facts right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I just got more X-Men stuff, if that's cool. Unless you want to move on to a topic that's more similar to what you're talking about, you can.
No, there was just a couple trailers that I saw that were pretty interesting.
Okay. You want to talk about one of them?
The Marvel Phase 4 trailer. I don't know if you saw that or steered clear of it.
I saw a picture of that comedy Indian guy. What's his name? I don't know his name, but I know his face. But he looks really fit now.
Dude, that's old news already.
Well, I don't pay attention to him. So, yeah, who is he? And what do you mean by Phase 4? Like, they showed, like, all the...
Well, it was like a recap of the Infinity Saga. Mm-hmm. And then like, preview, like, of everything that's coming up. But basically, they only showed footage of Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and the first footage of... what are they fucking...
Eternals?
The Eternals, yeah.
Did I say it wrong?
Is it Eternals? Yeah, the Eternals.
Yeah. So those are the Eternals, the one I saw then.
Yeah, he's an Eternal.
Okay. What'd you think of the little snippet?
Dude, it got me, like, the whole thing kind of got me hyped. Because it was like...
I thought you said you're superhero fatigued.
Well, for like random shit that I haven't seen before.
But not Marvel. But...
random shit on Netflix. I'm like, fuck is this?
That's fair. That's fair. I'm tired of superhero things, but not Marvel.
just the way they laid it up, it was like, oh, this looks. I'm fucking stoked. And then they just did like title cards of all the upcoming titles with their release dates, so they didn't really show too much footage. I don't know. Are you interested in seeing it, or you don't want to?
I'll hold off for now. Yeah. But
the only thing. Well, I don't know how much of Black Widow you've seen.
I just saw a picture of her looking really serious with long hair tied up. That's about it. I didn't see anything.
And we watched the Shang-Chi trailer already.
Oh, so we watched that together.
Yeah. So the only new stuff was the Eternal stuff. And I guess some Black Widow
I guess I don't have much stake in it if you want to watch it with us.
Yeah, dude, I want to watch it.
Okay. You already watched it, but you want to get my reaction.
Well, yeah, I want to share with you, man.
All right, you share, buddy.
I want to share with you.
You're too funny, man.
Dude, this is what I live for the podcast, man.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi looks good, man.
Perfect timing, huh?
Yeah, right?
Suspiciously perfect timing.
It's almost
Come
too
on,
perfect. You guys are just fucking pulling the strings, man.
Dude,
what's happening here?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a part of this conspiracy string pulling shit.
What's up with that? All right.
New York. They're among us.
I love being with people. It's the most incredible thing in the world.
Oh, Stan Lee! Oh, my heart.
Oh, this is nice.
That world may change and evolve. But the one thing that will never change,
Wanda.
we're all part of one big family. That man next to you, he's your brother.
He is.
That woman over there, she's your sister.
Have further faster, baby. That's right.
We're all part of one universe that moves ever upward and onward to greater glory.
He is.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
On your left.
That's how we reacted. And now.
I've lived a lot of lives.
Who are you, lady?
My past.
You're new. I don't like you.
Unfinished business.
Nobody likes you, Brewster.
Budapest? Dude, it's like Big Hero 6, to be honest.
When you love something, you fight for it.
Oh, I was about to say.
We're the ones who changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Kumail. That was good.
Love and Thunder. Yeah. No Marvel. Quantum Mania. Oh, they didn't even want to tell you when.
Yeah, they don't know.
See you at the movies.
So-
Total hype fest over there.
Yeah, dude, it got me hyped up. I was like, oh shit, man. Fucking Marvel, man.
Total
Fucking
hype and heart fest.
Marvel.
Oh, Stan. Oh, the feels. It's coming. Fun.
Yeah, they were like, really promoting like going back to the movies, because I think only Black Widow is gonna be on Disney Plus Premium Access.
That's
But
cool. I'm
they
surprised that they're, you know,
doing it for that one.
no, I'm surprised that they're supporting the theaters. Well, 'cause
Yeah,
I'd
well-
imagine they'd want to enterprise their own theaters and just do their own thing.
Well, I guess the president of Disney just announced like that Shang-Chi and then Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds is gonna be just in the theaters. It's not gonna be no like
Free Guy?
yeah with dude. I'm gonna have to pull that trailer up too.
That's a Marvel movie?
No, it's a Fox movie,
Oh,
but
okay.
Fox.
Yeah.
So yeah, those movies are gonna be
Movie theater.
exclusively in the theaters. They're
Well,
not
that's
going to
good.
be streaming.
Because
same
especially
day or
now,
anything.
with it feels like everyone's out again. So
Yeah.
we might as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Especially with the new, you don't need to wear masks, man. If you're all vaxxed up.
So that's nationwide. Like, hey, don't wear a mask outside. You're good.
well, it's
if
the
you're vaccinated.
Well, no, it's not even just outside. They're saying indoors too.
Yeah.
But then it's like the caveat is like unless you're in a business that requires
Can
you to
you,
wear
can you
masks.
pull that up, Jamie, so I can see that
Sure.
in written?
Yeah. You don't believe me?
No, I want to see the details, the deets.
The deets.
Yeah, man. So I can.
Hey, Jamie, pull that shit up.
While you're doing that, I just want to talk about X-Men First Class
Okay.
and my beef that Eric in the beginning of the movie where you have to move the coin, and he shot his wife. His wife shot his mom, and then he
Yeah.
was like,
Why couldn't he stop the bullet?
just no, not stop the bullet. He got rid of everything, and even killed the two guards that were just like taking care of your mom and holding him. But you didn't go and kill the actual man who told you to kill him, who shot your mom.
Yeah, that was
You
strange.
killed the two people next to your mom that didn't do anything except bring your mom to this room.
Yeah, fucking smashed.
It could have
their
just been
heads.
you and me. Like, hey man, just I want to get done with work so we can do our podcast. You know, fucking killing me. What the hell did I do to you, kid? Yeah, and you kept them alive. That was your own damn fault, you idiot.
Okay. Here's this is the CDC website.
If you're fully vaccinated, you can resume activities that you did prior to the pandemic. Fully vaccinated people can resume activities without wearing masks or physical distancing, except where required federal, state, local, tribal, territorial laws. Okay. If you haven't got a vaccine, find one.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell you not to not have your masks on. We were talking about the vaccine people, okay?
Yeah. Isn't that what I said?
No. I was just making a joke about how if you're not vaccinated, you better find one. This is not related to you.
Well, I think what happened was, I don't know if you saw in the news that like our vaccine supply was exceeding the demand for the vaccine.
Oh,
So,
so we
like,
just have way too much more than what people...
We have more vaccines than people that want to get the vaccines.
Because
like-
when I went, it was like in a church or whatever, in some kind of gymnasium, and there was only just me and Janice and like two other people, and it
Yeah.
just seemed like, whoa, where is everyone?
Yeah, it was crazy because when I got my first dose at the Blaisdell Concert Hall, it was packed. There was so many people. Like, it was like a lot of people getting it Then when I went back to get my second dose, there was nobody there.
Wow.
It was
And, you did it stand in line, like not drive-through thing?
Yeah, stand in line. Yeah. And yeah, I was just like, dude, where's all the people that got the doses with me on the first round? Did they decide not to come back?
That's a waste, though. Wait, yeah.
You get some protection. I think you get like 60% efficacy.
Yeah, but if you, I mean, whoever was there with you at that day, you would assume at least 50% of them were going for the first time.
They were, I don't know where they were, dude, but they weren't there.
But don't they schedule it for like the same exact time, but like the other day?
So yeah, everybody that was there with me for the first one, unless everybody was getting their second one at that time, should have been there with me.
Wow. Well, I'll see when I get my second one if it's the opposite. It's really crowded because.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
anyway,
yeah.
Yeah. So like I think that's why the CDC is coming out with these new guidelines to kind of, give people like a reason to get it. Yeah. Beyond travel, like, hey, if you get the vaccine, you can go back to normal. Yeah.
That's smart.
Because you're
smart.
I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like you get vaccines, so you're supposed to
back to normal.
Yeah. Otherwise,
not to like just stay inside and not do anything and be all scared still.
Sorry, Mr. Haywood, but come on, man.
Mr. Haywood is my father, and I assume that's who you're talking to. Speaking of COVID-related things, I guess they're saying that low-end jobs are having a hard time hiring people. Right now, because like no one wants to work, kind of thing. Do you hear about that? Because the unemployment is like so lucrative that you don't need to go back to work.
Because you're getting unemployment benefits, you're getting stimulus, and then I think the government's also like padding unemployment, so they're adding to it. So then a lot of people are making more money on unemployment than they would at their jobs.
Yeah.
So
there's someone I know. I don't want to call them out. I'm not calling out or anything. But they have a job in nursing, or they had one. They lost it during this COVID thing. They're unemployed, but the person doesn't want to work yet because the unemployment is so lucrative that it's like, wow, I'm getting paid the same amount not working. So. Yeah. Why would I want to go back to work right now? Just ride the wave until you can't ride it, right?
Yeah, that was that I saw that issue like even going back months ago, because Steph working in the restaurant, that they were having a lot of issues with that too, where like, yeah, nobody wants to give up their unemployment. They're making the same money for nothing.
Well, I fucking wish that was from my industry.
Well. See, the thing with unemployment before is that you had to show that you were actively looking
now you don't
for
have
a
to
job.
do that?
No, they got rid of that because of the pandemic, because a lot of places were shuttered. But now that places are opening back up, they need to reinstitute that so that, to show that people are actually actively searching for a job. Otherwise, it just becomes a fucking...
and it fucks up the unemployment numbers because it's like not realistic because no one wants to go back to work.
People are just living off the government teat now.
And us two normal random people like see this. Like, why aren't the people in the government seeing this? Like, do they just live different lives that they don't see this as much? You don't have people saying things to them like, hey, dude, do you notice that people don't want to work right now? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing you have to see the program through, right? You can't just take it back.
Well, no, now they're talking about going back to requiring people on unemployment to show that they're actively searching for employment.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, there's no end to it. There's no motivation to do anything but just keep collecting the unemployment checks.
Yeah. I mean, good for the people taking advantage of the system. I mean,
good for them. Fuck them, man.
I mean, if you were in their situation, you'd probably take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, no, the government needs to fucking fix it because
Yeah.
people are taking advantage. So
Yeah. Fuck them. But if I was in their shoes, I would do the same.
yeah, I would do the same. But I'm not. But it's not.
It's too funny, man.
There was another trailer that I saw.
Cool.
The
But speaking of trailers, there's usually ads before you watch a YouTube video. And I wanted to ask you, do you get any weird ads that are nothing relevant to what you are as a person?
sometimes
And if you can recall any that ring a bell.
like random like independent films or random music videos
Okay.
that are, I don't know if they pay extra to just be like shot out to the world.
Yeah. I don't get that as much. For me, I get like the random like Hispanic, like Spanish one where I don't understand what they're trying to sell me. I think it's because I live in San Leandro and
Oh, on Spotify or
on YouTube. Oh, Spotify too sometimes.
yeah, I get it on Spotify and I'm like, dude, I'm not even in California or anything. What's going on?
But the one ad I keep getting on my YouTube is for ninjamas for little boy diapers. Ninjamas! And I'm like, I'm not a little boy. I don't need this fucking diapers. But they keep sending me those ads. I've probably seen it like 10 times.
Dude, you know what ad? They probably want you to have a kid.
I don't want a tiny little boy.
The one that I keep seeing is the fucking purple iPhone with the Willy Wonka song.
I never see that.
Dude,
I've never
I see
seen that at
like,
all.
All the fucking time. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see what it's fucking.
No, they're gonna know. They're gonna think that you want it, and they'll send you more of it. Actually,
I just want you to-
you mentioning the purple will probably
Purple mattress.
probably send them my way. Just you mentioning it to me.
Dude,
We're on their system, man. I'm using a Mac.
well, I'm showing it to you now.
Fucking hell.
Dude, I see this like every other ad is this fucking ad.
I get it. You're all color now. We wanted color for the longest time.
You know,
Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew,
every fucking time. I hate this song. Yeah.
cover it in chocolate
Candyman
and a
can.
miracle or two.
I can't believe it.
The Candyman.
Every fucking time, dude. They always show me this fucking ad.
Cause he mixes it with love and makes the world
I can't believe
taste
they're
good.
finally doing color. It took
Cause
forever.
the
Huh?
Candyman thinks it
Fucking iPhone.
They're just like, I think it's time to introduce some color.
It's time.
If you put,
It's time.
I thought I saw a purple mattress thing, because you typed in purple, man. Oh my god. Okay, before you play that, what was I gonna say? Oh,
I just have it queued up. I
have to admit, the new Apple iMacs, they look pretty.
Oh, the colors.
Not really the colors, but just the sleekness of the iMac itself. Pretty good.
You like it?
But
So-
they don't have it on the really big size yet.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather get the big old one, but they have to sell the small ones, I guess, first.
Do you have an iMac?
Janice has one.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
still rocking a PC and this Mac. Yeah, she's always had a Mac. She had like 2 different generations of the iMac.
How much does that thing run? Isn't it pretty expensive?
Cheapest model is probably like 1,000 something.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
What's the one that's really expensive? The fucking box? What is that thing?
Oh, you mean that circle one? There's like the Mac Pro kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
that one,
big old thing.
that one's like 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah, that was.
And it doesn't come with a screen. And if you want
Shit.
to get that Apple screen, right? The display, which is like
Yeah.
8K. 8K display, and that thing is probably 4K as well. You
Oh my
easily
God.
spend 10 grand on something like that.
Jesus Christ.
If you were a billionaire, it'd be like chump change to you, and it's like, yeah, have one in every room. What can I say?
Chump change.
Chump.
I'm happy with the MacBook.
Yeah.
It's plenty good for me.
Yeah. Cool. Carnage time.
Carnage.
Oh, is it? They're gonna be villains. Let's see. That's my prediction. They're best buds, though.
I don't know, dude.
I would imagine they're best buds.
Buddy. Oh, shit.
And Carnage is a weirdo.
I say either. You say either. I say neither. And I say neither. Either, neither.
Are they trying to be more funnier than the first one? Because I didn't watch it.
First one was pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Catch up.
Excuse me.
Yummy.
Yeah, it seems like similar tone to me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was because it seemed like the trailer than the first one was.
Yeah, the trailer was a little too serious.
Function hall, Mrs. Chen.
Oh, they
hi.
Okay. You're not the only one, man.
I've been thinking about you, Eddie. Because you and I are the same.
Only in theaters.
We ever make.
I haven't seen your face yet.
Who do we leave behind?
Harrelson? Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Do we leave them?
He was in the post-credit scene of the first one.
With the rescuer who never comes. Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time. Miss you so much. Soon come chaos.
He's gonna eat your head.
Chaos.
Big reveal. Let's go.
Come.
Yeah. Here it comes. Here it comes. You look like him, but red.
Yeah, right? Oh, amazing.
Oh, wow.
The chocolate delivery hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen. What? Nothing?
Huh?
He can only hear him?
Yeah, I think it's only in his head.
Yeah. Because one of the things, Venom was always the big muscular one, and Carnage was the skinnier, crazier one.
Yeah, like more linky, yeah.
But that one shot just looked like just him.
Just like a red version of him.
Yeah.
Pokemon
So, from what I remember from the Spider-Man cartoon show, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He went into space and got the little Venom thing on him and brought it home.
Yeah.
So
the symbiote.
was he like a space guy in the movie?
No. He got exposed to it in a lab.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is he a smart guy or was he just like a test subject or some shit?
No,
like
he's like a reporter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Peter Parker-ish going on.
Yeah. Because I think I can't remember because Eddie Brock was an astronaut in the cartoon, right?
Yeah, but in the cartoon, Spider-Man got it first, though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
And then he threw away his suit, and then it found Eddie.
Mm-hmm. And then in Spider-Man 3, right? I mean, Topher Grace was a reporter as well. So they made him a reporter, basically.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. It looked not bad.
Yeah.
What is it on HBO Max? Forgot what the first one.
I don't know. I don't know what it's on.
Is it worth giving a little shot? I mean, decent.
Yeah,
movie?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Just, for what it was.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is it on? It is on... probably not on anything because it says Hulu Premium subscription.
Oh, okay.
Sling TV Premium subscription.
Sling. Dude, why did they pick that name? It makes me think of a dick, like slinging dick or some shit, right? Are you slinging dick?
Sling. Magic Mike 1 and 2.
What is this? Cocks, peacocks, and sling dings? What's going on?
Fucking slinging on peacocks. Peacock is slinging. Oh, dude.
There's a movie I put on the side just recently. Just like, I need something to watch while I fiddle around or whatever. And it involves D'Angelo Vickers on one of his movies that he, like, buddy movie. You know how he had, like, a buddy time where he did it with certain people? Can you guess which buddy he did it with?
The other guys?
No.
Get Hard?
It was Get Hard. Kevin Hart. That was a interesting movie.
Yeah.
It's very of the times. It's very like the formula. The formula is very...
Dude, they were just making those movies. That's all they were making at that time.
Yeah. I mean, it worked. It probably made them a lot of money.
But now it seems dated, right?
It did seem very dated.
Actually, dude, I feel like maybe it was even dated for when it came out. Like, that was like the tail end of when those movies were being made. And by the time it came out, it was like, what? That's what I remember thinking.
Oh, okay. So maybe that was the one that just didn't do good in the box office. And they're like, I think the formula's not working anymore, guys.
It's done. It's like that fucking, what was that other one with him and John C. Reilly?
Step Brothers?
Holmes and Watson or whatever.
I didn't even know that existed. They did their own Sherlocks, right?
That movie was fucking panned, dude. Everybody hated it.
Because he did Talladega with him. But he wasn't really his buddy. I guess he was kind of like his buddy.
Yeah, he was Shake and Bake.
Yeah, Shake and Bake. And then Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah.
I think they did good with that one, even though I don't know if it holds up still.
Dude, everybody loves that movie for some reason.
I don't remember liking it very well.
I wasn't really about it. I don't know. There's certain things like with Will Ferrell I was kind of like not really on board with.
Yeah.
And that was one of them.
And Get Hard, he wasn't as likable as I wanted him to be. Yeah.
Gator.
But Will Ferrell has one of those careers where I'm just like, I like you, but sparsely.
Yeah, I don't like everything you do.
Yeah. Because sometimes he can be too much.
Yeah, like too Will Ferrell-y.
Oh, but I found out where that meme of him crying with the wine came from.
Where'd it come
There's
from?
a meme of him going, like his wine bottle, his wine thing, and that was from Get Hard. He was like,
oh yeah, that was from
whenever
Get
you
Hard.
type like crying on a GIF, like that's like
that
one of the
one
ones
comes up.
that pop up, and I was like, I know what movie that came from.
Yeah, Get Hard.
Yeah. I finally so I went through all the X-Men, right? So I finally watched Apocalypse with the guy that you mentioned.
God.
It was okay.
So did you watch Dark Phoenix as well?
I watched it right after, but I thought that one was even worse.
Dude, I didn't watch it.
I thought
because it looked fucking. Because we hated Apocalypse. We were like, we're done.
You know how I knew it was gonna be bad? Is that they did a trailer where they didn't show any of the movie. When it came out, the trailer was like, oh, like remembering all of X-Men, and they had like interviews of like Hugh Grant and like
Hugh Grant,
Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, and they're like saying, oh, the X-Men series has been such a wonderful experience. And they're all like talking good, and then it says Dark Phoenix, and you didn't see any of the movie, and that kind of signaled like, oh man, I don't know if this is gonna be
bad. This is bad.
So that, and like when you see the whole list of names, there's just like warning flags for me sometimes. We'll see.
Yeah, the reboot, like the First Class series, just kept going downhill.
Yeah. Days of Future Past, like I watched it again, like it was fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it wasn't as good as First Class.
Yeah.
And fucking Apocalypse.
Yeah. And
terrible. My favorite part is just the Quicksilver part
of Days of Future Past.
Well, in Apocalypse, he saves all the kids.
Yeah. It's like he's well, you know what's funny, because I forgot about his character. Like I knew the scenes where he was slow and stuff, but I was like, okay, he actually is kind of like his character in WandaVision, but he just seemed more douchier in WandaVision, which we find out it's because it wasn't really him talking or whatever.
Yeah.
But
that was wasted, man. Why did they do that?
I don't know, man. But within all
just to fuck with us, man.
With all that movies, they didn't even mention X-Men. It's like they don't even want to bring them into the fold of the list that you showed me.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Yeah,
I think they want to address Fantastic Four first, and then maybe in Phase 5 they'll bring X-Men into the fold. Because I feel like bringing X-Men into the fold
causes so much shit.
It's a tall order because there's so many fucking X-Men.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like doubling the universe.
And how do you balance the main Marvel people with the X-Men, and how do you bring them into a movie together that ties in? It's gonna be hard.
So they're probably really thinking about how they want to do it.
But that New Mutants was like fucking a cash grab. Like, oh, we gotta, like, when they mentioned, oh, there's this, my superior, if you're good enough, you can go to his school. And they're constantly like thinking, school? Is this Xavier School?
Yeah.
And then you find out it's called the Essex Corporation. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, that name seems so familiar to me.
Yeah, what was that?
Well, first of all, they showed Logan scenes, the same kids that were being tested on in Logan. They're showing that the cell phone footage from the Logan movie.
Oh, I didn't realize.
And in the end of the credits of fucking X-Men Apocalypse, they actually show a corporation going to where Wolverine's, where he was held. And they took his blood. And it was called the Essex Corporation. And I was like, okay, so they're the ones that, were testing on the kids, and they got the Wolverine blood from that incident. But I thought he was a part of the Stryker crew back in the day, but that's completely a separate entity.
Stryker.
Dude, 2 still holds up. I enjoyed 2. Do you like 2?
I think so.
It's the most badass they could make Wolverine without any bloodshed.
Without going R?
Yeah. Because he would stab people and no blood.
Logan was the only R, right?
Yeah. I love Logan, but it's kind of sad,
Yeah, it's a sad movie. He died.
No, that too, and Xavier, fucking, he's
just to see them
at their lowest point, at
end of the line.
Their life.
Yeah.
But it was a compelling story for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't have much more to talk about. I got one movie called Irresistible that I watched with Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, I watched that too.
And it was pretty interesting.
It's been on my list for a couple of weeks, but I never brought it up.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed it, but I felt cheated in the end. Like,
because it was all a ruse.
yeah, but that was the whole point. I guess.
Yeah, that's the point. Because then they.
But at
made
the same
money.
time, I was like, I was
like
invested in
It was a commentary on
how
like,
how money works
elections,
in elections, and
Yeah.
how they can use the money for whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Steve Carell is very like. Every time I see Steve Carell, I see like, wow, I see what you did there. That was very much like what you learned from The Office. Like, oh man, I want to hug you. Like little certain things. I'm like, I see little Michael Scott in him, which is hard to unsee, right?
Yeah, I mean, he'll always be Michael Scott. That'll always be his biggest role.
Yeah, he'll always be that. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable watch.
Yeah.
What's his name? Directed.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, can't say much more about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the Money Explained, dude, check it out. I enjoyed that. Talk about Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes, MLMs and stuff. It's really good.
There's also a reunion coming out on HBO Max soon. Kind of like the Fresh Prince one.
Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You excited for it?
I still didn't watch the Fresh Prince one.
I like Fresh Prince one. It's funny though, the original what's her name? The original mom.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They talk separately.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they brought everyone, but like it just seemed like they didn't show any dialogue from it. It's kind of weird.
They're just like, let's breeze over that.
Yeah. But it's cool that they buried the hatchet though. Cause
in her back.
Yeah. I guess the last thing I want to talk about is mouth breathing. There's a person I was listening to. His name is James Nestor, and he talks about the benefits of breathing through the nose instead of breathing through.
Is that the guy that was on Rogan?
He was on multiple things. He was probably on Rogan. You probably heard him from there too.
I think I watched that podcast.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. I heard him in multiple ones, but then
his book Breathe or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But there's a lot of like filters in the nose that isn't in the mouth.
The hairs,
yeah.
Sinuses, all that shit.
Yeah, there's good shit that can happen. So people breathe through the nose more often. They're actually saying if you breathe, if you're a mouth breather, that's why they call it. You're a mouth breather. Like
it's not a good thing.
Your mouth can, your actual face can change and get longer and shit. And yeah, you probably snore more and everything. Like when you work out, do you ever pay attention of how you breathe?
I think I breathe through my mouth when I'm fatigued.
Yeah.
I tend to breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. I notice I try to have rhythm in my breathing so that way I know if I'm doing it or not. So I go it helps me being in that rhythm. But when I notice that when I'm fatigued, I catch like, oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to my breathing. Then I go back to that breathing and I kind of get that energy back. But there's a lot of good if you do practice your breath work. You ever Wim Hof? He's the Iceman. He can.
The Iceman cometh.
Yeah, dude. He's known as the Iceman because. Let me just show you who Wim Hof is.
Iceman. Is Goose there too? Sounds familiar.
He's just known for being able to withstand really cold temperatures through breathing.
The Iceman.
And he teaches you his method. God damn. This is the aura ring. They're trying to tell you, man. Anyways.
What are they trying to tell me? Get the aura ring.
In the past as to why you should take cold showers and the potential benefits.
But this guy just
physically cope with the temperatures. This is fundamental in cold showers, where our breathing patterns can quicken and become irregular as we feel the...
Anyways, he's known for like the Guinness World Record of like withstanding the cold, and he has a certain way of doing it with his breathing. And he doesn't get like his immunity's so good. Apparently, he doesn't get sick. Yeah. So, if you practice practice your breathing, you might not get sick anymore, man. Sounds hopium, but you never know, man.
Hopium?
Yeah.
What is that, like hokey opium?
Like hope. Yeah, hopium.
Hoping
high on the hope. High on that hope, man. Anyways, don't be a mouth breather, guys. And you got anything to add? I think we should end it soon.
Welcome back, gang. I hope you missed us.
Probably even know we left.
We're back, baby.
Especially because I didn't post anything on the socials. Yeah. You have one more topic you want to talk about?
No, I'm done, dog.
All right. Yeah, you look kind of tired. All right, Panana ends. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you later. Peace.
See ya. Aha.